Hey, what's up, everybody? We are back once again for an AEW Rampage live reaction watch along stream. This week, it's an extra special 2 hour episode of AEW Rampage for their special Grand Slam event. We should be kicking off in roughly 3 minutes, but based on fight, I've got an hour to wait. So if that is the case, if they are delaying Rampage here in Australia via Fight by an hour, we might have to just dip out for an hour and come back later. But that would be very weird for it to be on delay here in Australia, but nowhere else. So fingers crossed that's just a technical hiccup on the Fight TV website, and we will be underway in just under 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes now. Um, Basically, until then, let's just chat about the card. So we've got the return of the Super Click, Adam Cole and the Young Bucks going up against Jurassic Express with Christian Cage. We get CM Punk's first match back on TV in 7 years against Hobbs with Hook in his corner. That should be a very fun match. I believe we've got some tag action coming up. Let me just pull up the card so that we can actually run through that with a little bit finer detail. Let's have a look on their Twitter page and see what they've officially announced. So we've got the Men of the Year, Adam Page and Scorpio Sky going up against Chris Jericho and Jake Hager. There should be not Adam Page, Ethan Page. There should be a lot of interesting back and forth there between those two teams. Obviously, as I mentioned, the Super Click are back. Oh boy. Yep. Powerhouse Hobbs versus CM Punk. We get the Lucha Brothers with Santana and Ortiz going up against the House Party, which is Private Party, and the Butcher and the Blade. So a big 8-man tag there. That should be, knowing Butcher and Blade, they'll be heavy-handed. Private Party, Santana and Ortiz, and the Lucha Bros. That will be a wild, chaotic match. Anna Jay has a match as well up against Penelope Ford. Two great young talents there. Good to see Anna back, fit, ready to go. And yeah, I think that's basically the full card. Obviously, on Wednesday we had Dynamite with a 5-star matchup. Bryan Danielson's very first ever 5-star match against Kenny Omega in a 30-minute time limit draw, which was absolutely incredible. If you haven't watched that match, I highly recommend going back, checking out that first 30 minutes of AEW Dynamite. Yep, and it looks like Fight is going to be running on an hour delay for some.
What that means?
Nope, there we go. We're good.
Rampage Grand Slam is coming to you from the sold-out Arthur Ashe Stadium for the next
Just had
2
to
hours.
refresh the page, and we're good to go.
Stadium for the next 2 hours. I am Excalibur, joined by Absolute Ricky Starks and the Human Suplex Machine Tag.
Oh yeah, man, we are locked and loaded. Lights out match. Check this out: Mox and Kingston versus Suzuki and Archer.
There we go. Mox, Kingston, Suzuki, Archer, lights out. That'll be crazy.
That's right, Excalibur. Also, ladies action: Anna Jay against Penelope Ford. And how about this massive trios match? Christian Cage, Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus against a Super Click.
Chris Jericho, Jake Hager of the Inner Circle take on Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page with Dan Lambert in their corner. But right now,
There we go. Much more natural lighting for me.
Punk's first match on TV in over
Oh, we're kicking things off with Punk and Powerhouse Hobbs.
AEW Grand Slam, the most star-studded event.
Very nice. I love it. They're kicking off shows big. Oh, what a tune.
With a 30-minute time limit. Being accompanied by Hook from East Palo Alto, California. Weighing 270 pounds.
House. Hobbs.
Will Hobbs of Team Taz.
The flame gear. So good. Hook's not in his gear. Come on.
Weeks ago when Punk was opining on his future here in AEW, and Team Taz interrupted the conversation.
Hey, listen, I'm trying to be a gentleman. Don't you ever mention out of your mouth any members of Team Taz. Beat me if you can. Survive if I let you. Well, that's what happens when you disrespect someone like me. Ricky, you know what I'm talking about, my friend. I love it.
And his opponent from Chicago, Illinois, weighing 218 pounds, CM
Punk back in the trunks. Yeah. Love having Punk back in trunks. It feels so much more normal. So much more correct. It's the way it should be.
Oh, it's definitely clobbering time, but the other end.
20,177 jam-packed into this Arthur Ashe Stadium. They know what time it is.
What a venue, by the way. Arthur Ashe Stadium. Incredible stadium to be running a wrestling show.
I'm ramped up, baby. I can't wait to see Hobbs dismantle CM Punk. Let's go. You are not incorrect, Ricky. That man right there is a dead man walking. Dead meat, Punk. You are dead meat, son.
Powerhouse Hobbs last week tried to take CM Punk out, not just out of this match, out of professional wrestling. But we heard from Punk this past Wednesday night at Dynamite Grand Slam. Punk said, Hobbs, you should have finished the job.
No, we could have finished the job, but we were being nice. Punk was right. We were too nice, probably. That's my fault. Well, that's not Starks' fault, not Hobbs, not Hook's fault. That's my fault.
Well, also, we got to make money, too. You know what I'm saying?
Right. No, you're right.
We're not stupid.
No, not true. Good point, Starks.
Ricky Starks back on commentary. I think that's
CM Punk should owe that to us.
a somewhat semi-permanent move while he's out with his neck issues. So that'll be
Well, CM Punk not waiting for this promo, not
a
waiting
great
for
choice for him to develop.
On sale right now, AEWTIX.com. Friday, November 12th, our Rampage debut in Minneapolis.
Well, I can see the strategy Punk is doing already, which is the smart strategy. Go after one of those big legs on this big redwood known as
Loud
Powerhouse
crowd again.
Hobbs. But good luck, those quads are huge.
Got the painted canvas back for the Rampage. I love it. Keeping the show feel fresh and different versus Dynamite.
One single shot sent CM Punk reeling.
Well, Ricky, Excalibur, you guys both.
Who's everybody tipping in this match? No spoilers if you've seen the taping results. Don't be cheating. But you can drop in the chat who you think's gonna pick up the victory here. I think Punk has to win.
Any ring rust. Oh, back at All Out when CM Punk defeated Darby Allin. Nice drop toe hold.
It was a great match.
This is a huge spot for Hobbs though.
And I'll tell you what, again, Ricky, we got
Punk's come in. He's had a match against Darby. Now he's going with Hobbs. He hasn't gone against any of the ex-WWE guys or guys that he's wrestled in the past. Just letting him go up in there with the young guys and establish them as top guys.
Out to center, looking for a Russian leg sweep. This has been all CM Punk here in the very early going.
What the? Flip off. Hook. Send Hook.
Yeah, send Hook. You do something like that to Hook. You know what? Dude.
Come on, Punk v Hook. Keep teasing it. Keep teasing it. We want it.
Oh, CM Punk thing could go to sleep right here.
Wait a minute.
He's going for it early.
And Hook up on the apron.
Watch out.
Whoa. But Hobbs right there.
Oh, Hobbs the big crossbody.
Man, Hobbs.
Hook the far leg.
He's got him here.
Never take your eyes off of Will Hobbs. I want you to know that. Never take your eyes off of him.
Exactly, Ricky, because he's so fast, Hobbs is. For such a large man, he is so quick and athletic.
He's got that explosivity in those legs. Says Will Hobbs.
You're right, Excalibur.
Hobbs is telling
You
the
can see
crowd
right now
this
in
is
dire straits
ass.
is CM Punk.
Most people don't know Hobbs is actually very, very strong. One of the strongest wrestlers we have here at
Huh.
AEW. He has a 470-pound.
I'm pretty sure people know that,
I'm
Ricky.
glad you
He's
pointed
huge.
it out, Stalks. No, you're right. Extremely powerful, along with his athleticism and his intensity.
His name is
level.
Powerhouse. We
That's
know
why he's one of the
he's
premier players
tough
on
and
our
strong.
team of Team Taz.
He's huge.
Right hands from CM Punk, trying to fight his way back into this match, but a swift knee to the midsection by Hobbs neutralizes Punk, and
Oh,
sternum first into the
hard
corner.
whip into the corner.
So that power there.
You know, it won't help.
Comes the crowd getting into it, nice and loud.
By the CM Punk support from this crowd.
I mean, listen, Punk asked for this beating. Ricky, you know that. Excalibur, he did. He asked for
Out
this.
here, ran his mouth.
He come out, run his mouth, being disrespectful. You know, we heard it. We've witnessed it. We've experienced this, us and Team Taz.
And no disrespect meant by CM Punk. He said he considers Hobbs a fine wrestler. CM Punk was literally just answering a question from the media. Who does he want to face in AEW?
I know that, Excalibur, and he mentioned the man to your left, the FTW champion, Ricky Starks.
I plead the fifth.
He mentioned Hobbs, and he did that in
I really do want to see Punk and Starks at some point. Just the promo battles between those two could be incredible. Oh, just a
massive body blow.
just running in.
Getting trucked.
Is that the face of an agitated man, Excalibur? Come on.
As the face of a confident man, powerhouse Will Hobbs.
Yeah, you can just see at any moment Hobbs could just beat Punk with ease. Punk is in over his head. No disrespect to Darby Allin, I can't stand him. But you know what? Yeah, you got
Has everybody's week been pretty full on week for me? Wrote a bunch of articles. Prepped a good portion of the newspaper, so it's all ready to go first thing Monday. Whoa! Set up. Got set up in the Amazon affiliates program, so yeah, down in my about section, there's all the links to the gear and everything I used to put the stream together. So check those out if you're looking to get into streaming yourself. Purchase anything via my links. It just gives me a little bit of a kickback to help invest back into the stream and into the magazine and all of the various Jamie Epps Media properties and products. Reach more people. Let's build a nice supportive community of creative people together.
All triceps right to the throat. Big man's in the gym, moving heavyweight.
Checked out a bunch of Star Wars Visions this week as well. That was interesting. Going to be chatting about that one probably next week on the commentary booth. This week is very much a sort of preview for the spooky season. A lot of horror stuff, some few documentaries. Be recording that one slightly later tomorrow. Blake has some early commitments, but we'll be doing some cool stuff on the channel in the next few days. Revamping the YouTube page. Just lots of background work on my end. And then 4 hours of AEW to give me a nice out and relaxation point. Nice escape from busy everyday work life.
Grand Slam special 2-hour edition where Powerhouse Hobbs is battering CM Punk and Punk's
Taco Bell right before this stream, so it's been a pretty good morning so far.
No pun intended to my man Ricky Starks over there, but it's been an absolute beating. It's been clobbering time to the ever-loving Max for sure, dude. I love this.
I think CM Punk's watch is broken, you know what I'm saying?
Bear hug.
Well, it is the season of Punk, which is now available in AEW General, Elite General Manager, 13 new wrestlers, new
They call it
stories.
season of Punk, not calling it summer of Punk. Is there trademark in summer of Punk?
Available for free on the Apple App
Or are they just trying to
right now.
Perfect. He can get his ass
differentiate themselves
as well. Love it.
That's a great line.
Stereo back elbows by CM Punk.
I was lying tonight.
Come on, Punk. Let's get going.
A little rock, but he fires back with a hot one of his own. Punk.
Come on, Hobbs. Get the hands up.
Hobbs, don't let Punk. See, Punk's excellent striker. Excellent striker for sure.
Got to be careful with those strikes from Punk.
He's got to watch that
Oh, spinning back kick.
The Kick brings Hobbs back up to a vertical position. The hammer throw into the ropes. Leg lariat.
There's a leg lariat. Lovely, lovely maneuver.
Through the clothesline attempt. Punk swinging neck breaker.
Yeah, I don't like this shit. Come on now, Hobbs.
This ain't the waters that we're trying to be in now. Come on, Hobbs.
No, correct.
We saw during the break Powerhouse Hobbs and Hook focusing
Come
all
on,
of their
Punk.
attacks on
Here he
CM Punk's
goes.
neck.
It's the running knee in the
Hook has a
corner.
history of neck injuries. Hobbs looking to exacerbate that
Pulls
with
him out
Punk
for a
not
clothesline.
out of this
Nice.
fight.
Well, it seems like this man Punk has hit his second win. He better hustle up whatever the hell he's got in mind.
What is he thinking about?
I don't know.
Why is there a red NWO painted Wolfpack belt in the front row? Yeah, these are the only belts we have.
Up to the top.
Hobbs,
Hold
get
on.
up. Get up, Hobbs.
What the hell?
Will Hobbs, center of the ring. Punk.
Guys like the new lighting on the belts. So
What the hell's happening here?
thought it helped them pop
I
up
don't like
a little
this.
bit more on
What are you
stream.
pointing at? What the hell is he doing?
Oh, there's a big elbow.
Elbow drop by CM Punk.
No, please.
One,
No,
two.
no.
No.
No problems, no sweat.
Yeah,
no
this is
problem.
good.
It was fine. It wasn't even a near full. It was nothing.
Yeah. Hobbs got it.
And Punk just realized it's going to take more than an elbow drop to take out Powerhouse Hobbs, but I think deep within Punk's soul, he knew that.
Sneaky, you still got it, chant.
Well, that huge elbow off the top.
Hey Capone, how are you?
Right on those giant pecs of Hobbs. He got pecs like two giant canned hams.
Yeah, not too bad. Pretty decent morning so far.
Right, that big thickness.
Just checking out a bit of AEW wrestling.
No.
Always a fun time for me. One of my.
Go to sleep, blocked.
Whoa.
Yes, got him.
Oh, that was close. Yeah.
Oh man, that was close. But what a block. God, that was nerve-wracking.
Yeah, so just checking out some wrestling. Nice, relaxing Saturday morning.
He planted Punk
How about yourself? What have you been up to today?
with that spine buster. Now the pump handle.
Pump handle overhook.
Looking for town business.
Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. Oh no. Get that choke out of there. Got a rear choke on.
He's trying to put him to sleep.
Hobbs has got to get some separation from that forearm off his throat
That's a
area.
And CM Punk
leaper on a
has
big
got
man.
Hobbs down to one knee.
He's wearing him down.
Come on, Hobbs. They're chanting for you, man.
No. God, that shit go to
They're
sleep.
chanting for you,
No, we
Hobbs.
don't like this.
Hobbs just raw power. Raw power.
Nice.
by Hobbs.
Busy day at work or
Put him to sleep
pretty
last
easy
Wednesday,
Friday?
guess what? It didn't happen.
No.
It's gonna take more than that to put my man out.
No doubt about it.
That is the
No doubt about it.
intangible that Powerhouse Hobbs brings to this match. Despite the fact that he was fading, despite the fact that this match was fleeting before the eyes of Powerhouse Hobbs, he just hoisted Punk up and dropped him to the canvas.
Sure thing. And now, hopefully, Hobbs has recovered enough. What's he got in mind? A little.
Hobbs looking for the stampede.
Boy, sounds like a
Slam, center of the ring. One, two.
thrilling meeting to have changing Facebook passwords.
Oakland stampede by Hobbs. And you saw how he had Punk's hands pinned. But Punk's legs were left free, and that allowed him to kick.
Yeah, I bet.
Big man
I'm going to tell you this right now.
I'm assuming it was just like, hey, make sure you don't have the same password for every
Come on, Hobbs.
account.
Yes. He's mocking him. But
Change them regularly.
Oh, no. It took too long. Damn it.
Punk fires up, elbow strike. Oh, that was just a right hand to the side of Hobbs' head.
Hobbs, get out of there. Get out of there.
CM Punk, Powerhouse Hobbs,
Oh, no.
jockeying for position on the top rope.
Hobbs, try to push him off.
CM
No.
Punk.
No.
Oh,
Oh, Punk was
Smart.
thinking Hurricane Rana.
Oh, boy.
powerbomb from the corner. Nope.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
that
Oh,
was
my
rough.
God.
Ah, Jesus.
Damn, he landed on his head.
Hobbs came down
Come
on the
on, Hobbs.
side of his head. He got spiked by his lateral press.
No.
1, 2.
Come on, Hobbs.
No.
That boy. That a good job. And you can see the face is busted open.
I'm assuming you deal with a lot of people that just have the same password across
Powerhouse
every
Hobbs
different
just going to war.
account and
What a
product and
great
stuff they
counter
have.
that was by Punk. And now the
Gotta be a
Jiu-Jitsu
nightmare
Let's go
for
that Juji. Keep those
for you.
hands clasped. Hobbs, don't let him bust your grip.
You can see Hobbs with that S grip locked in.
Punk smart. He's got a gable grip there.
Count it.
Oh,
Oh, now looking for the triangle.
oh, God. He's got your triangle locked in.
He's trying to put Hobbs to sleep with the triangle.
Guys, I'm sweating through my velvet suit.
CM
here.
Punk
Come
using
on,
his
Hobbs.
MMA background and
Punk doing the
skills.
smart thing. You can see rolling his
Not that they
shoulders
were
up on the canvas.
Overly impressive. He didn't I think he won him a flat.
That's my boy. Over. He's done.
Oh, yeah, nice. Out of the powerbomb.
What the hell's Hobbs got to do to beat this cat? Don't get frustrated, Will. Come on, Hobbs. Don't get frustrated. Stay locked in.
Powerhouse Hobbs learning just how tough CM Punk is.
Keep it together, man. The game plan. Come on, come on. Watch out here. Whoa, there you go. Bring the wood. Knock his head off, yeah. Bring the wood. What a punk, huh? Come on. You don't want to go strike for strike with Will Hobbs. Ooh, that was a shot right there. Come on.
Capone, you playing more Pokemon today, or you chucking on something different?
I told you he can strike. Punk can strike.
3 consecutive strikes. A big roundhouse kick.
Right to the side of the face. Oh, he called his shot.
Oh, Punk busted open.
Oh, hook up on the
No! No!
Hook just got struck by
With
Hobbs.
Willie just destroyed Hook.
No! Watch out! No, Hobbs, get out! Damn it!
Go to sleep. That's it. It's over.
The cover and the win.
Punk wins, but he took some damage. Busted nose or a busted lip.
A hard-fought victory for CM Punk.
Ouch.
In his return to the ring, the first time in over 7 years on television.
CM Punk back in the trunks is always so good.
Kick off 2 hours of
That feels right.
Slam here tonight.
Tights did not feel right. Pay-per-view.
Get out of the ring, Punk. You know what, Taz? Punk didn't win tonight. He simply survived against Powerhouse Hobbs. We got lucky. We had a little backfire.
Yeah, so Punk has now got through Hobbs.
Guess what? Luck runs out.
Do they
It's all right, Rick.
and make him go through Hook next? And then do we get the Ricky Starks run?
You know that.
An incredible victory here for CM Punk. But coming up next, a huge trios tag team match. The debut of the Super Click.
Oh crap! Whoa!
As they take on
Super Quick versus Christian Cage. Jurassic Express up next. Wow. Front-loaded show again.
Cargill, Thunder Rosa, and Nyla Rose.
I have 2 of the biggest señoritas here at AEW trying to get a piece of me. Señoritas, I am not afraid of you, Nyla, neither you, Jade. Because you know what? I do stuff on my own. I fight my own battles, unlike you two. I'm freaking Thunder Rosa, and I do whatever I want, and I fight like a dog.
Thunder Rosa, we're just gonna give these
Okay, she just called herself a dog. That's a bit weird.
But you, Nyla, you betrayed me. You took me out from behind. So just know, this is way more personal for you.
Thunder Rosa, Jade, you know exactly where to find me. Pull up if you want. I'll put you down.
Strong words from 3 of the top-ranked competitors in the AEW Women's Division. But right now, this all-star trios tag team match about to get underway.
What a USB hub to run my mouse and everything through, and it just keeps disconnecting. So might have to unplug that and just use it for hard drives and things, because it's just causing me all sorts of issues. Like I can't move my mouse up, and then all of a sudden it does everything. Like it doesn't move, and then all of a sudden it moves everything.
One of the matches
It's
that the
very
fans
frustrating.
have been buzzing about. The debut of the Super Click in AEW.
You know it's all about
The theme song of AEW, the best theme song in the company.
Weighing 202 pounds, Adam Cole.
Baby!
Song you're hearing right now.
Super Click shirts, AWmerch.com,
Skyrocketing
AEW shop.
100 metal charge, trending in the top 10 of all week. Available for purchase right now.
I love the Super Click. Love these guys. 3 of my best friends. 4 of my best. Maybe 5 of my best. 5, yeah. I think 5 is
Boom.
Losing count, there's so many of them. I love these guys.
The Leaky Store, Don Callis looking to join us here on commentary.
Hold on a sec. Don't say that about Don Callis. I love Don.
I am about to be
Mark with a mask on.
I kind of like Excalibur.
Hey, Don Cal, it's great to see you. It's been about 25 years, but it's nice to see you, my friend. Fantastic. Taz looking better than ever. Same to you, my friend. Trios tag team
Oh, baby!
Will be coming your way after this brief commercial break.
Let me just fix this mouse up. Ugh. Turn that light down. Holy dooly. That got me. There we go. Cheap. Cheap Amazon USB hub. Bad idea. I think it would be fine for plugging in thumb drives and hard drives. Yeah, for a mouse, it keeps disconnecting. And it only seems to do it when my light is on, so it just seems to draw too much power. I suspect that's probably the issue, so we'll just unplug that one now. Go back to my old setup.